Tyrannosaurus rex is known for its power, but not every predator waited for the perfect moment. Allosaurus was different. It didn't rely on one devastating bite. It moved faster, attacked sooner, and didn't hesitate. Because instead of waiting for the right opportunity, this predator created one. And if it decided to move, you wouldn't have time to react. Hello explorers, I'm Landon Brooks, and welcome back to the Dinosaur Dude. Today we're taking a closer look at a predator that didn't wait to strike and didn't give its prey time to recover. If you enjoy cinematic dinosaur content like this, make sure to like and subscribe and stick around because these creatures only get more dangerous. Allosaurus wasn't the largest predator of its time, but it didn't need to be. Reaching lengths of around 30 feet, it was built for movement, balance, and control. Its body was lighter than the massive predators that came later, more flexible, more responsive, and built to stay active. Because this wasn't a dinosaur that relied on overwhelming force. It relied on staying in the fight longer and controlling how that fight played out. Its skull was filled with sharp, serrated teeth designed for slicing, not crushing, not ending a fight instantly. Each bite was meant to cut, tear, and weaken. And paired with strong forelimbs tipped with large claws, it had more than one way to attack. Because this predator didn't rely on a single weapon, it used everything it had and kept coming. Because the more ways a predator can attack, the harder it becomes to defend against it. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, Allosaurus likely hunted by staying aggressive and constantly applying pressure, closing distance quickly, forcing movement, and never allowing its prey to settle. If this locked onto you, you wouldn't have time to recover, because it wouldn't stop after one attempt. It would stay close, keep moving, and keep attacking until something started to fail. And once you slowed down, even slightly, that's when it would push harder. Not rushing in blindly, but making sure there was no way to recover. If you think this is intense, subscribe, because it only gets more dangerous from here. This is where the difference becomes clear between predators like this and the ones that relied on raw power. T-Rex could crush bone and end a fight quickly. Allosaurus couldn't, but it didn't need to. Because it wasn't trying to end the fight instantly, it was trying to control it. Every movement, every adjustment, every step forward or back was part of keeping pressure on its target. And when a predator controls the pace like that, the outcome starts shifting long before the fight is over. But that approach came with a real cost. Without overwhelming strength, Allosaurus couldn't afford mistakes. Every move had to be precise, every attack had to be controlled, because one wrong step, one moment too close, and the entire advantage could disappear instantly. Which meant it had to stay aware at all times, fast in and fast out. No hesitation, no wasted motion, because if it stayed too long in the wrong position, it wouldn't be the hunter anymore. It would be the one trying to survive. So when Allosaurus attacked, it wasn't just relying on strength, it was relying on control. Control of movement, control of distance, and control of the moment. Because every second it stayed close, the pressure increased. And the more pressure it applied, the harder it became to respond. Because once you start reacting instead of moving freely, you're already losing control of the situation. And once that control is gone, it's almost impossible to get it back. And that's what made Allosaurus so effective. Not the biggest, not the strongest, but relentless. Because a predator that keeps moving, keeps attacking, and doesn't give you time to recover becomes harder to deal with every second. It doesn't need one perfect moment, it just needs enough time to keep applying pressure. And the longer that continues, the more the outcome starts to shift. Because eventually, something gives. And that's what set Allosaurus apart. Not overwhelming strength, but constant pressure. It didn't need to end the fight instantly, it just needed to stay in control long enough for the outcome to change. If you want to see more dinosaurs like this, subscribe, because the next one might be even more dangerous. In the next episode, we're looking at a predator built for speed you wouldn't escape.